Hey, how's it going? Let's edit this controller. I'm going to keep working on this helipad. I'm really hopeful there will be a update this weekend that will fix all the steam and pressure issues. Should I even use an HSV light for this? I don't think I should. I can just connect to helipad lights. Can I just exit without saving? Right, I'm just going to take light, the light. I changed these lights for normal lights, and then I use the additive color. And that way, they shouldn't be super bright, but you should still be able to see them, or they should still be illuminating the area. And the other thing I had thought is this whole thing, like all the lights should probably turn off when it goes underwater. But what is underwater? Do I want it to turn off when it detects it's underwater, or do I want it to turn off when it's just going down? Because I think they're both kind of good ideas, but it might look weird if you push the down button and then all the lights close up and turn off immediately. Whereas if I take a number input and I go sea level and then connect this through a threshold with an AND. So if the time is between daytime and the threshold is above sea level, so I think it's just positive numbers, which is like 1,000 would be high enough, anything above sea level, then it would turn on, which would mean it would be kind of hard to test it, I think. And then I just get a fluid meter. What? Liquid meter? What? What is, huh? A device to measure how high liquid is when it has the output quantity in liters total. If not inside an enclosed volume, it will give the height relative to the water surface. That's what I want. Why have they changed the name? Liquid meter. Is there a gas meter? Oh my god, there is. So I guess that lets you determine like if there's too much air in your tank versus too much water or something. It would have been good if they had like documented that somewhere. So I just have to find a place that's the deck level. And it can be anywhere. So maybe if I put it down low somewhere where you can't really see it, then it'll look good because you'll never know it's there. But it'll also mean that the lights should close and turn off just before it goes into the water. So I take liquid level. Doesn't sound right saying that. Plug that into sea level. I need to figure out a way as well to cover up all this. I think I can probably... I can do a bunch of it with just normal paint. But it's this thing here. I guess I'll just need to put like a block across here. That's kind of dumb. It's only one line. I wonder if I just do that, you know, just give it another thing of bracing and then it'll look like I goofed and didn't delete some blocks. Or if I use maybe a 1x4, it's going to look like I did something goofy and didn't fix it. I need to disguise it as like a functional thing. I'll keep that in mind. So as I'm testing and building it, like what is a functional thing that can be placed in there? I was thinking about how I can get these to spill out fluids because I don't think the pipes are holding anything. But maybe a coolant manifold will hold something. Because I think they can hold like a really crazy amount of fluids. And then just connect that, not that way, like that. So now all 4 of these ports should be able to fill up those cooling manifolds. I want them to fill up so there's heaps of water to spill out, but I think I also need back pressure to like spit it out when it comes up. We'll try that. see what happens. I don't think you can like check. There's no way to see the volume of manifold unless maybe I just cut it open for now. So I want to make sure that these lights work. Right, all the lights should be off. Oh, why are they up? Have I got... No, why are they up? Oh, that's weird. I need infinite electricity on even though it's an add-on? That's broken. Add-ons, environment add-ons. Oh wait, and so I've pushed the button, it's not coming up. If you make something static in the add-on editor, it used to give it infinite electricity. But it also seems like, even though I spawn this here, and it doesn't look like anything's clipped into the ground, nothing that moves anyway, it's still having issues. Now it's spawned for the second time, and it works. And let me turn off infinite electricity. It stops, and it falls, huh. That's terrible. There's like this massive inconsistency between updates. The lights should pop up. No, they won't pop up because it's not nighttime. Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense. There is no coolant in here. I need to check that as it's coming up. Actually, let's see. Is there anything going into that now? Nothing. Manifold is probably not the right option, so we'll change it to nighttime. No, did I do it wrong? Is my threshold just backwards? They'll all turn off and close if it's backwards. Yeah, it's backwards. Okay. It also didn't make it to the top this time. What's going on here? It's a bit suspicious. So this one here should be negative 99999 and 0. And let's look at these manifolds then. I could just use a tank. I wonder if there's probably not enough space for a full size tank. But there's definitely space for at least one small tank. And then if I put a fluid port on the other side, this way I should be able to look at the tank and see what's in it. If I change this to seawater, it should fall out these ports when it goes up. And then this one, the fluid port on top, should allow air to escape up. As it's going down, those bottom ports, these ports should allow water in, and then the pressure should push the air out. And then it should work the other way as well, or maybe gravity will just control it the other way. It'd be really good if when you push test location, it teleports you to that tile, and it just loads that tile, doesn't load any other tile. Or at least like gives you an option to do that. Because you can't modify 2 tiles anyway. You can't even test 2 tiles if you were making an add-on. So if you push this, if you had another area, you can't test both of these at the same time. So it should just load this tile when you're testing, because I bet it would have a good performance impact. Like if it's not having to load anything else, I bet it would be good for performance. So it should poke out a bit of time and then the light should come on if it were nighttime. What have we got? It's having a bit of a stroke. Will it fill up? I should put a seat here so I can like go down with it. Pressure 2 atmospheres. We've got 31 liters of seawater. Okay, I'm going to turn the time down. Hopefully that's nighttime-ish enough. I just want to see if anything comes out of these ports. Nothing. Great. My lights all came on though, so that's nice. I feel like I'm not going to get anything coming out of those ports unless there's like pumps involved. Why does it take so long to turn off? That can't be 0 because it's the bottom. I think I'm going to move where that sensor is, push it up higher so it's much closer to the water level. It's cool when it's going down, but kind of dumb when it comes up. And do I need any kind of lighting on the bottom of this? Probably not. You shouldn't really be under here. And there's enough kind of ambient light that you can figure out where you are. Maybe I should put like handles or rope anchors on the bottom or something. So I think rope anchors, depends what you can grab onto. I can't remember if you can grab onto rope anchors. The thing would be like if you're driving a small boat or if you're driving any boat and you want to come along and tie off on it, then rope anchors would be good, even if it's going to drag you into the depths if you don't disconnect. That's a kind of a you problem. I'm going to put rope anchors there, you know, so the option is there if you want to tie your boat to this. And then I think I'll use handles along here. I feel like that just gives you options for goofing around. Okay, what am I gonna do about these fluid ports? It might also be a good idea to put rope anchors just on the ends. I can see a situation where you want to do like maybe you want to set up some kind of stealth mission or something, and you want to tie your boat off below it. I don't really know what I can put under here because I was thinking about doing like an air conditioner type vent pipe kind of looking thing. But why would you have that on the bottom of a really obviously structural thing? It's not doing anything but being structural. It doesn't need any electronics or anything on it. Like at best, you might be able to put a heat sink on and be like, oh yeah, there's a reason there's a heat sink on there. It's just this, I just need that. The reason I need it is to cover up the color, not for any other reason. So making invisible blocks doesn't make any sense. What if I just do some wedges? Oh, what if I do wedges the whole way across? Does that kind of screws it up, doesn't it? I'm looking for a part that is interesting and not suspicious. Didn't they have like directional antennas? Where are those? Solar panel? What about some of these? Oh yeah. You know what it needs to do is go like this and just like break out from that thing, and then there needs to be something in there. A fluid port? A fluid port could be reasonably easy to hide in terms of, or like a reason that it shouldn't be there. Oh, but it covers up an invisible block, so it makes it not invisible? Or is that only on this side? Because then I can use these wedges and just like pull that down. That's pretty suspicious, I have to say. Very suspicious. I think it looks cool enough that it's like, Oh, well, that's just a cool detail thing. Might even be able to use the port to fill up water to somewhere so I can get that effect I want. So then you would have a couple of these. I'll just copy the whole thing. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing on the other side though. The other side's a little bit different. It fits like right in the middle on this side, so might just get rid of the edges. I don't know what I'm doing with this. If you know how I can get water to come spilling out of these fluid ports on the front, let me know. I have really no idea how I'm going to do that. And I think I might even need to use the grey that they use on the rails. Actually, I don't know if this is the grey that's on the rails, but... crap. This is like the light grey colour, so... if I do all my rails like this, it might match up with the rails that are already on the dock. And then up here as well, these white ones. Okay, let's have a look. Lights are all off, everything's closed. This grey does seem to kind of match. Good enough. And it's not moving as per usual. Okay, now it's moving. I'm going to go to nighttime. There you go. It's weird that it's like got a delay. I think it's just the spotlights folding up. It's like a little bit too slow. The light must come on and then it takes time for it to open up before you see it. So I think if I take this controller and I'll put it in a little control box and maybe put it on the back of the workbench. So the button would be like right beside the workbench. You spawn your thing in, or you can push the button and then spawn a thing. And then that should give you good control. Yeah, I don't know though. You know, like in the train yards, sometimes you spawn like way out over here from where the workbench is. Usually only happens when you return to workbench and then exit. Yeah, so you spawn like beside it, so it would be good to not put it here. If it were going to be anything, it'd be like one button just poking out the side. I might be able to get it on an angle as well, which could be nice. See, like this, like that. This is the back of the workbench, and then the button is like on an angle from where you are. It means it pokes out quite a bit though. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's actually very spot on, isn't it? How did I edit that from here? Am I going crazy? What the hell? So you've edited your vehicle, you've spawned over here, and then it's a problem. But if you just run up to here, it's good. You can't even push it from here. Okay, that's not good. And if I block off the workbench on the other side, it might make it annoying for you trying to edit your vehicle. I should integrate it into the light post, because the light post is like a piece of crap that you can't do anything with and you can't remove either. So you wouldn't mind having a button inside your light post, I bet. You've also got to remember there's going to be like refueling things out here somewhere. I think the light post is the safe place to put it. So I guess I just need to... do I bulk it out a little bit and then hide the microcontroller somewhere else? Because then I could just do like, I can take this button, just cut it, pop the button, and then the antenna should be behind. Am I even using this antenna yet. It's not connected, I don't think. The post should come out in front of it, so there shouldn't be any funny clipping there. And because it's in a light post, I won't need to light it up or anything. I need to get rid of all the things that aren't doing anything though. What is this? Rail pivots. I remember explaining this is why you name things. This is why you use a 1x1 microcontroller so you can name it. Very smug feeling right now. If that's in the right place, I'll be very happy. It's gonna move everything though, so just gotta be prepared for shifting it all back. Whenever you change the height or anything, it all moves. See, I reckon if I line it up, I can probably do some fine tuning and line it up in the post a little bit better. See, I would like it a little bit more back into the dock. And then if I put maybe a little like rocket booster or something around the ring, around the bottom, so that it covers up those little wedge gusset things. That's really good, isn't it? Maybe I should paint it yellow and then it'll look like the rest of the post. Oh, I wonder, should I put a bar segment? Bar segment would be really small, but I might be able to track it at the same speed that it comes up and down. Yeah, this is good. This is a good position. I don't think anyone else is like splicing their stuff into these light posts. Using bar segments would look really nice, but they would be so small. A really big bar segment would be nice because you'd be able to like color them in. If I use a gauge, then I can make both the lines go up at the same time. Right, so at the moment, 14... Why is it moving? It shouldn't be moving. I guess the water level changes, so it fluctuates. So minimum value will be 1470. 14.70. And then, maybe I should flip this up the other way. The max would be 320, 330. Because I want it to be negatives when it's down low. I don't even want you to be able to see any of this data, actually. I just want you to see the lines. That might be another reason to use the bar segments, because you can't look at it and see all that goofy data. And do I want to put a buzzer in here and make it go beep? We could make it do one of these ones. Oh, that's disgusting. What if it just rings? It's kind of annoying, isn't it? What if it went like... Yeah, like a double bell? Every time you push the button, if you want it to go up or down. Then you could sit here and spam the button. I like the sound of the bell. Like if it does a double bell when you push it. Let's have a bell. And then I also need to know what this is gonna do. Okay, no bell, because I took out a capacitor. Now my lights are lighting up how I thought they should work. So that's good. There's like a visual indication that something's happening. The top one didn't light up. The top one didn't light up, most likely because it's an exact threshold. Yeah, see, it blinked off. Why did it blink off? I think it's like having a stroke, because it's detecting water level. So if the water level changes, it can all change. It would be better if it determined, if it was detecting position of the track, but I can't pull any real height data off the track. I could hide a block in here, behind here, and just run it down to the bottom where I know where the bottom of the track is. Then have a laser sensor in here and you'd never see it, so you'd never know what it's doing. And then I could know the full height, and then I could just divide that by 8, and then I would have my 8 light segments. and it would always work regardless of if it's in the water or not. So I know where this is. I could even use a track on the other side to try and help stabilize it. Then I need a laser. I like this one. It's fun. It looks nice. So I need to get rid of 3 or add 3 down here. 1, 2, 3. Then I need a gripper. And so the laser needs to poke out one more, I think, over here. This laser is going to point straight down and see this block. It's going to see this block. And this block is connected to the outside. So as that comes up, it's going to report a number. And all I need to know is how high or how low it is. Distance. Alrighty. 17.51. 17.51. That is our max length. That is our distance away. Push the button. Oh no, it's going to glow red. And if I... Crap. Did it... Wait, why did it go to 17? Because it's going through the block now. Damn you! Get rid of all this. I don't think it's going to come all the way up to the top, but whatever. 18. See, this is the difference between sensors. I did move it 3 blocks, but how is 3 blocks equivalent to 0.49? Why does it do that? 18.25 at the very top. That's weird. It needs to all like drop down 1 then, I think, so that it can actually give me a accurate signal. When it's inside the thing, it's like, that's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. So yeah, I guess I'll just grab the sensor and put it there, and that way we should have 18.25 and 0. If this thing is going to be accurate, like if you want to believe that the distance sensor is accurate, it'll be 18.25 and 0. 18.25? Wait, there is no 0. It's always 1 block of 2.5 difference. So 0.25 is the highest point, and 18.25 is the bottom. Okay, so I need another button, another push button. This is going to be how I can lift it up when I'm down here if I get stuck or something. I think I can put it just anywhere. Well, it doesn't really matter. What did I call it? Oh, Helipad. So in this microcontroller, we'll need another row, I think. Helipad button. And we're going to use a function for this one because I've got too many booleans now. I have X or Y or Z. You can't enter capitals into here. So make sure if you're not able to enter letters, make sure your caps lock key is turned off. So instead of this or, we're going to have this function. Do exactly the same thing, but it allows me to have 2 buttons plus my radio antenna input. If you send a on-off signal over channel 1 on frequency 721, then that will pulse the system and make it go up and down. And I can test that with the radio. Here's my radio, here's my button. Push the button, send the data. And that will look like this. Channel 1. Easy peasy. And then we also need to know if this is, need to have the radio frequency number output and the radio send mode should be an output. 721 radio frequency and then radio send mode. So by default they are on receiving mode. Okay, push this button and it goes. So this is like the system you would have on your vehicle or your helicopter. And then if I hop over here, and this is the one that's permanently by the workbench, sends you down. And then if you're going down and you don't want to be going down, frantically push this button and drown. Huh, why doesn't that work? Did I not connect it? That would be something I would do. Bonk. I might put some grippers on the top to help stop it from twisting, because I think that's what's happening. I think that's where it's getting stuck, is it's just twisting. Because all the grippers and all the tracks are down near the bottom, I think. Yeah, they're all... Oh, they're all at the... No, they're all near the top. Huh. So somewhere down the bottom I'm going to have a couple more tracks. Take some grippers, put some grippers at the bottom. Maybe I'll go up one more, because I don't really want to see them. Okay, what am I doing now? I don't like this button. I would like to hide this button, but it's okay. It's okay for now. This works, this works. This rocket needs to get a bit bigger. I'm gonna get rid of that. I think I can get rid of that stuff. If I have another space on here, yeah, if I have another space on here, I'll add that the rail pivot into here. All right, and now I can delete that one by one, and then move my controller. I'm just gonna hide it directly here. Might make it this way. That's it. That's mostly it. See what I did with the rocket? I made it a little bit fatter. I don't know if that's good or not though. Oh, that's so good. It looks weird when you can see the whole rocket, but because you can only see a little fragment of it, and it will probably go up or down a little bit based on this little lip here, but it's still only a fraction that you'll see. It's not coming up. No. I don't understand. Bing! Oh, now it went down, or it released. Oh, it's coming up now. I don't know. No idea. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it worked out. Don't do that. Let me turn on some wind and some fog, some rain. We're sliding a bit. I'm not sure what that's about. I feel like you shouldn't slide if you're on the helipad. Is it because of the brakes? Okay, it was because of the brakes. Oh, don't I have like lights? That's so cool. Oh no. I'm really happy with this. I feel like you can slide around a bit too much in the wind. I don't know if I can do anything about that. It'd be cool if there was like a grip block or a grip paint or something that can give you higher grip. Otherwise I end up having to put like rope anchors and stuff in the deck, which I could do if that's necessary, to put some rope anchors so you can tie things down if you have a helicopter and you need to tie it down while you get loaded or something. So yeah, I feel like this is finished. I need to get that bell sorted, which is something, just a small thing that I can figure out with a bit of tinkering. And maybe do some painting, give it some scuffs or something. But yeah, otherwise it's done, and I'll add it into my career world next time we create the save, whenever they get all their bugs fixed. And I can actually start playing career again. And I'll put it on the workshop soon as well. So let me know if there's any changes you want made to it, any small details maybe I could add that won't really affect what's already here. And otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.